Hey, Shell. I got three different groups of exercises here for you. The first one's just gonna be review. This is kind of more the rehabby type moves. These are the things I think you can do early and often all day long for general knee health. So again, you know I'm really promoting these just kind of elevated lunges, no weight, just full mobility, right? Get a little hamstring stretch, get a full knee bend, get that knee way over your toe. We know that when you get that knee over your toe, that's when things are a little scary. So just getting used to this, low speed, low effort, just flossing for the knee, if you will. Again, we've been talking about that tight hip, so that piriformis stretch, kind of just hugging the knee, add a little turn with your chest if you can, just really opening up that outer hip on both sides. That one's easy. And then we've also been doing the little bit lower stair, doing these lateral step ups. That's good for just general knee health here, low weight, and just really working on good mobility there. So those three I think you can do pretty just anywhere, any place, great for the knee. Now today we had two circuits, so I want to go through each circuit. It might be easy for you eventually to kind of categorize this on, well, these are ones I want to do at home, these are more gym options, these need equipment, these don't need equipment. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to do our circuit 1 and our circuit 2 that we did today. But again, I don't care if you do a couple of these, I don't care if you do all 10. These are good options. I think I'm not going to include the ones that we didn't love in here today either. So first one, anytime you do squats at home or gym, you know that I want you to have your heels elevated a little bit. Whether this could be dumbbells, this could be plates, this could be foam blocks, just a little bit of an elevation. And then in here we had just a little bit of a kettlebell weight. But again, what that elevation does is it turns that squat more into a knee focused squat, whereas traditionally for you, you've always been more of a hip focused squat looking like this. I want those knees getting way in front and strengthening those lower quads. That's your biggest weakness right now, are those lower quads. So love this one for you anywhere, anytime. We got the swings. Again, this is probably a little bit more of a warm-up, cool-down situation, but this would be great either pre-cardio or pre-weightlifting. Throw that in your routine. Just kind of lube up the hips, get some low back work in, would be nice for you as well. Love that one. We had the side lunges. So, you know the easy version are the front lunges. Well, if we start coming at it from a little bit more of a 45, I'll just show you from here, a little more like this, coming at it from this angle, a little more challenging, a little more strength work involved, a little more stability involved. And again, just kind of loving this to, again, bulletproof your knees, or really just kind of build some trust in those knees. These don't have to be weighted, but if you wanted to hold a little dumbbell here in front of you, or hold a couple dumbbells up here while you're doing them, be my guest. Obviously, go ahead and hit both knees on that one. Love that side lunge. This is for when you're at the gym doing the walking with the cables. Again, stay low, nice steady steps, and then that return. Again, like you're walking down a hill, steep hill, and you don't want to tumble. Or this one, you're pulling something up a hill. Great, just general knee work, knee health there for that one. Love that one. And then you didn't love my cable hamstring move. I can't blame you. It's an interesting one. So we pivoted to this low back move, sitting on a chair or a bench. Nice wide stance, a little bit of weight. This is 10. We use 10 in here today. Again, this is just kind of get your chest in between your knees. It's a great groin stretch, a great low back stretch, and then a low back strengthener. So remember we talked about, you already kind of hit your low back, you do those rows, right? You get a good lean and you do your row pulls. That's a great way to make your back stable It doesn't want to flex. I'm here and I'm strong and I'm stable. Well, this, we dialed down the resistance way down to 10 pounds. And then now we add mobility. So not only do we want a stable back, we want a mobile back. So this just adds a little bit of a low back stretch. Love this one. It's nothing to do with your knees, nothing to do with why you're seeing me. Great overall back health there. So that was circuit one. Squats, kettlebell swings, side lunges, cable machine, walking back and forth, finishing off with a little bit low back. Love that one. We're hitting a lot of different body parts with that one. Our second circuit, we have we did the pistols, didn't love those, a little too much balance. Our other balance one, I think the one you can just probably go ahead and add now. Again, for balance, we talked about, doing your tandem stance, working that way. We talked about just getting a little more comfortable on one foot. If I was gonna add movement to that, again, have a little bit of support here and just work on a little bit of a hinge. One leg stays, the leg you're balancing on stays pretty straight. It's not a squat. Keep that straight and you're just hinging down. It's a great way to get a little hamstring stretch as well and work on balance. Eventually, no hand support. You're just out here doing that in space. That one's a little bit of a learning curve on that one, man. I apologize. The others that I liked on this one was the forward step down. Again, I like step ups and step downs. You've been doing sideways at home. But this one we added today was that forward version. A little harder, a lot more knee, a little less hip help. And then the cue I have for you is don't put weight on that left foot. You're not unloading and then reloading. It stays on the leg that's on the stair the whole time, and you're just tapping that foot, tapping that foot. That way that right quad right now is doing all the work. And then go ahead and switch sides. Eventually you can add some weight to that. It's up to you. We got two more, man. We got the, grab my weights here. We got that, I think my favorite one for you on the hamstring. This is gonna be this butt against the wall move. So, butt against the wall, stagger your legs. The leg that's further out is the one that we're gonna get the stretch on. Nice straight back, and then from here, we're getting that good hamstring stretch. So again, rather than just stretching the hamstring under no tension, now we're adding weight, we're adding gravity. Great stretch, long hold. Hang out here for 5 or 10 seconds. Then you come up and reset. Now I would do several repetitions before you switch your stagger and hit that other leg. But there are two main goals for those knees right now. Strengthen the quads, stretch the hamstrings. This is probably my go-to hamstring stretch for you at the moment because it's enough tension and resistance to actually make a difference. Whereas doing the old not gonna make a change. It hasn't in the last 30 years trying it anyway. So, and then the last one, this is not really knee specific or injury specific or anything like that. I just love it because it's a nice full body move to do at the gym. This was combining a squat with a row. Seamless. I just love it because anytime I can get you doing a squat, it being a knee squat, those knees are bending. It's again, hippie squat looks like this. Stopping at 90, that's all my hips. That's glutes and hamstrings. But I bring my knees a little closer. I get them over my toes. Now my knees are doing some work. That's how I want you to look. And then we add the row because we can. Love this move as I often will do that as a finisher. Kind of get the heart rate up and be done. So right there's about 9 exercises. I think you can throw them into little circuits and do several sets. You can just kind of mix and match, throw that into a gym routine. Again, a handful of them work very well at home. I like them all for you. Again, we took away the pistol squats. We took away the bigger balance ones because they just weren't quite smooth enough today. But I think we proved that all these are very doable. I imagine you're gonna be a touch sore from the workout today, but again, muscle sore, A-okay with me. Just don't want it in the joint. And then the backside,
For that right knee, I would maybe add a little bit of maybe an ice session here or there over the next couple days, just so it's not bugging you too much when you leave town. I'm not worried about it. I think that just is a little bit of that's just your body telling you, hey, that hamstring is doing a lot of work. So it's not that we don't want to work the hamstring. We just now want to work it into lengthening instead of constantly getting contracted like that. That's just kind of over contraction on that thing. So a lot of stretching in the hamstring, a lot of quad work, whether that's the squats or the step downs. And then keep doing those lunge pulses, again, anywhere and everywhere you can. I know it's a lot. It's best for you to, I don't know if it's best for you to write them down or how you want to document them, but I think all of these will give you benefit. I think I'm trying to get you out of your traditional workouts, out of just doing basketball footwork and that's it, out of just doing light cardio. We need some targeted work right here, and then continue to stretch those hamstrings. So I hope that helps, man. Have a great trip. I'm gonna send you a link to that movie as well. And then yeah, let's catch up in, I don't know if it's a month or two. Just I'd love to check in one day soon and see that we're making progress. I don't want to go too far down the wrong path, but I think right now we're pointed in a pretty challenging but very doable path for you. So all right, take care. Bye.